Hello and welcome to my Elite Dangerous, and it's sort of part of the day-to-day grind, but it's also very much on the prepare for fleet carriers. We have set up separate support ships for the fleet carriers, and this is the travel version. And there's one thing they have in common, is on their shield boosters, they're not modded like they are on my cargo version of the Python and on the cutter version of, or the shield boosters on the cutter version. So we need to go out to LACSAC to the engineer and pick up the blueprint for the shield boosters. So we have three ships. We have the travel, we have the mining, and we have the planetary that all need their shield boosters modified by the engineer. So, left, we need to go out to LACSAC, which is 14 jumps, and we're in the travel version. See, RGPYT travel, TRL. And so it's going to go on its maiden voyage. Let's show the outfitting of it. The power plant is more than sufficient. We have a max of 26 megawatts, and we're actually using 17, so it's got more than enough power. We do have a 6A fuel scoop. That's like 28 million just for that one fuel scoop. We have a 6 fuel tank. We have a Guardian frame shift drive booster that gives us an extra 10 light years. So we're at 40, just the way it's set, mainly because of the extra fuel. We have a 45 light year range, and we have a 4D shield generator that's modded. And we have a few extra cargo racks just in case we need them. So what we need to do is go out to LACSAC. Well, we need to make those 14 jumps and probably have to fuel scoop along the way to collect that blueprint. So again, thank you. I don't think I did say it before, but thank you for joining me. Make sure that you click on that subscribe button at the lower right hand corner of the video. Helps me with YouTube. I'm kind of far away from the minimum subscribers, so I need your help there. It doesn't cost you anything, and you get notified when I create additional videos. So please select that subscribe button, and underneath the video you will see ways to donate. Please consider donating to the cause. Right now we have over 545 videos of all kinds of topics, like fully unlocking the engineers. Like I've already unlocked these engineers that I'm using right now, and the one we're going to today, we've already unlocked it. But I do have a video on each engineer, how to unlock that engineer, and all of the modules that they modify and what materials that are required to modify them. So we're going to run down there mainly to get the blueprint pinned, and then we're going to see possibly going to a material trader to upgrade remotely these shield boosters. Make sure it's working, and go back if we have to get it working. So we kind of need to get started. We got a long trip, 14 jumps to make. And later on in the year, there's going to be possibly, or what they've told us, space legs, planetary, personal bases, and being able to land on planets with atmospheres.
Landing gear retracted.
Docking coupler disengaged.
Regulate speed until clear of exclusion zone.
So these 4 support ships will be very important when it comes to even that DLC at the end of the year. Now, what the DLC means, just like we have the Elite Dangerous module, we have the Horizons DLC, and we'll have a new DLC by the end of the year, which is a paid one, real money. Is this right? And we're working on our balance, which it's 9.4 billion. And I have 2 elite statuses, one in trade, one in explorer, and my combat rating is competent. So as you can tell, that's not my strongest suit. A little assertive there.
Frameshift drive charging.
But we're taking it out for its first spin, the travel version of our support Pythons.
4, 3, 2, 1, engage.
Make sure we don't have any problems with it too. And we'll start working with the engineers to modify them to the optimal modules. But this one we need right now probably the most, and then we'll look at what we have in the future. I need to get my discovery scanner. Sys deploy. Oh, I don't have the sys right. Sys right. The fire group set. See, that's what these maiden voyages are for. To get those set. So we need to discovery scan for universal cartographics. Like I said, it's maiden voyage.
Frameshift drive charging.
It hasn't run before, so we've got a few tweaks to work out.
4, 3, 2, 1, engage.
And I do want to set the heat sinks on separate one, so we'll probably do that in the next uninhabited system. And what we're doing, we're looking for any kind of contacts, which we don't see any. Sys left. Sys left. Yep, there's none. Sys right. Go back to our fire groups. So I want to set those up on separate ones. That way, if you press that trigger, it doesn't do 2 heat sinks at a time. Now, I usually use voice for that. I have a voice command to launch those. We're under 44% on heat, where I like to be.
Charging.
We discovery scan. So you can collect on Universal Cartographics. And it was announced yesterday that Universal Cartographics
4, 3, 2, 1, engage.
Will be a service on the fleet carrier. So we're really excited about that. We got word also that the upkeep cost will be lowered by 85%. So my upkeep cost on my fleet carrier currently in beta is 127 million a week. So if they're going to slash that by an average of 85.5%, that's very welcomed. Because it's terrible to have to grind so hard
Frameshift drive charging.
for the fleet carrier's upkeep. Well, now it'll probably be around 15 million, which would be a much better number.
4, 3, 2.
Also, the ramp-up time is going to go from an hour down to 15 minutes. The cool-down time's going from an hour down to 5 minutes. So when we visit the engineers for the modifications for our new support ships,
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
we will bring you along. We'll create a video on those, just like we're doing now. So we have to, like taking the travel out. We'll make sure those blueprints are pinned. So there's 2 shield boosters, and we'll modify one at the engineer.
System scan complete.
And
Frameshift drive charging.
And we'll do the other remotely, probably at a local station, to the engineer to make sure it works before we head back.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
And I might forget the Discovery Scanner every once in a while. I do have Elite in my Explorer ranking, so it's not helping me rank-wise.
System scan complete.
I mean, I try to remember it. Sys left. See, I got 12 contracts or cargo missions still from what we're currently doing, so there could be a chance of us getting interdicted out here just because we have so many cargo missions stacked. Now, we don't have any inventory. Sys right? Sys right? Their inventory is empty. We do have 112 cargo units, which at max on our cargo version we have 280. Sys left. We have 8 more jumps. We're over half fuel, and we have a fuel scoop.
Frameshift drive charging. Four, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Now what we'll probably do is go ahead and maybe do some fuel scooping.
Fuel scooping.
We'll have to watch our temperature. We don't want it to get to 70. Or over 70, or our dash will start smoking. Want to keep it around 400. The fuel per second. See, this is the 28 million credit fuel scoop. It fuels pretty fast. Or it should for 28 million. It's about half the price of my Python. Getting a little hot. Gotta let it come down a little bit. I got a little too close. I mean, it wasn't critical or anything, but
Fuel scooping complete.
all right. Well, it's kind of painless. Now we let it cool down, and we can keep going. And we have a full tank again. Sys left. We have 7 jumps, so we're doing really good.
Frameshift drive charging.
So when we need to travel and do things like we're doing right now, long distance, this is going to be the ship of
Ready
choice.
to engage. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
So we don't have to keep changing out modules as we did before. We just go jump in the travel version of our Pythons. We have a total of 4 of them. I do have a cutter, but I get interdicted so much that not as fun flying it with all the interdictions that I get. I get up to 7. I do have a video you might want to check out just on my YouTube channel. Put in interdiction. There's 7 interdictions in one Super Cruise run, and then there's a 6, and it's in the cutter.
Frameshift drive charging.
So it gets crazy when you get that many interdictions. It's because of the cargo runs that I have made that the pirates think they need to
4,
interdict me.
3, 2.
Yeah, and 14 is a lot of jumps, but we got the trip back too. So it'll be like 28 total jumps in all. So it's like 550 light years.
Frameshift drive charging.
It's a good maiden test for our travel Python. It's its first outing.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
And the reason I mention being interdicted, because sometimes they count total missions on board, not cargo haul. So they treat us as being full. The pirates do. So they feel they need to interdict us.
System scan complete.
Sys left. We have 4 jumps to Laxac.
Frameshift drive charging.
Yep, I don't know if I did I think I did the
4,
discovery scanner.
3, 2, 1. Engage.
Just this run alone should be over 1 million in Universal Cartographics. Especially if I hit the discovery scanner on all of the systems.
Frameshift drive charging.
And especially when it starts to get populated, we expect
4,
to get interdicted.
3, 2, 1, engage.
Most of the time I will deliver all of my missions first, but I decided just to go ahead and go in between running missions. Usually wait till the temp starts to drop and then move up toward the target.
Frameshift drive charging. Four, 3, 2, 1, engage.
Fuel
Fuel
scoop again,
scooping.
and watch for any company, and we might quit if we get company, because I do not want to be interdicted while I'm fuel scooping too close to the star. See, there's somebody there, so I don't really want to do that.
Fuel scoop disengaged.
And our destination is the next one. We're a little hot, so I don't want to...
Frameshift drive
Okay.
charging.
And it's the next system. Well, we might get
4,
fuel.
3, 2, 1, engage.
Now this is a planetary station. We will be landing on that station. At Trader's Rest. And I don't like being interdicted when I'm landing on a planet, so we'll have to see how it goes. Try to deal with the interdictions before we start our descent on the planet. I like to turn everything so it's in front of me, so that's why you'll see me come to the side and turn in to the destination. And the bright light is usually a super cruise. See, we're producing a light like that too. It's kind of a tail. So we'll go toward it at a slower speed. And as we get closer, we can kind of tell where it's located, because the ring, that yellow ring, will keep decreasing. Now our shield generator is modified, but our shield booster is not. See, we're going slow, so someone pops in behind us, we can go ahead and move away from the planet. Try to get a glide. I don't like to hit it head on, because the glide will take us right down to about 7 kilometers. See, this blue rings means that we can land on it. You can probably barely see it. I can see it good in the Oculus Rift headset. On a little more slope than that. I do watch my sensor to make sure someone doesn't just pop in behind us. Yes, I am going pretty slow. Let's pick it up a little bit. That's probably a good glide. There. Or a good angle. Pick it up a little bit.
Orbital flight engaged.
And we have 2 unmodified shield boosters that this engineer should be able to help us out with. If you enjoy watching planetary exploration, I have many of those. Look for surface mining and for planetary exploration videos. So just search my YouTube channel, because I have plenty of those where we just run around the planets. We'll be coming out of Super Cruise probably. Oops, we're dropping out early. But at least we got a glide slope. Hopefully that takes us closer. It'll usually drop us about 7 kilometers anytime now.
LAC Romeo Golf India commencing automated flight control routine. Please observe docking protocols.
We are a little bit away. Thought it was a little closer than that, but and like these don't have atmospheres, but they act like it. Sys left. Sys left.
Access granted. Proceed to landing pad 07.
And the engineer is that Lee Chuang, however you pronounce that. And I do have him already unlocked, so watch my video for engineer and then Lu Chuang.
Landing gear deployed.
And I go through more details of how to unlock him and then how to work with him in more detail. We're just here to have our shield generators, or I mean our shield boosters modified. And we have to unlock them once.
Touchdown complete. Engaging ship restraints. Your Arrival has been noted.
Engineer workshop. Shield boosters. Select. First thing we want to do is come over here and pin the blueprint. It only cost 1 of iron, so that's good. I didn't know I had that much, but that's good. Oops, don't want to do that yet. Because I want heavy duty, is what I want. I want to pin that one. Yeah, this one takes grid resistors. Almost did the wrong one. Okay. That was for grade 1. Grade 2, they take different, sometimes takes different things. So we could run out of materials, but hopefully, since they're pinned, we'll be fine. Because the test I want to do is to go by a nearby station and try to do the other one that I have on board remotely. Now you can get the experimental effects. Now that one's increased for thermo, that's probably where we get most of our issues, and was with thermo. Let's see what this double braced. Integrity by 15%, the double braced. So that looks pretty good. So that's one good thing about coming to the engineer, because you can get the experimental done too. So we might do both of them. We have 2. We might do both of them and then go by a nearby station and see if the shield booster heavy duty shows up on our remote before heading back. Shield boosters, we want to pick the one that's not modded, and we want to do the same thing as we did before. If we can. Nope, we don't have enough distorted shield cycle. We will have to go to a material trader to get enough materials to complete that. So what we have to have, we need to write these down. Grid resistors for grade 1. The grid resistors are manufactured, that distorted shield cycle recorder is encoded, and the hybrid capacitors are manufactured. But you got raw, manufactured, and encoded materials. G3. So we'll want to go by a nearby material trader, and that'll be a good place to test to make sure the the blueprint works. Niobium is probably raw. Yeah, it looks like it's raw material. So we won't be able to do the experimental, and at some point we might, when we get the fleet carrier, we can bring all the ships out here and do the experimental on all of them. So that would be really nice. Okay, it says it's pinned, so, and partially modded. Okay, so what we need to find, let's see, what's he have? Sensors and shield generators. Okay, because at some point we'll bring the fleet carrier around to each of the engineers and top off our support ships. Okay, we need to plug in the nearest encoded one, material trader. Sys left. Sys left. Yeah, we have this one as unignored. See, there's some canisters in here. It's kind of weird that it's showing up on our contacts. System of the material trader. Keys port is what we're looking for. Right there. So that is our next destination. We need to move some encoded materials so we can finish the modding of that other shield booster. And it's a single jump. Okay, let's get going. See, it's in front of us. And that floating rock up there.
Landing gear retracted.
Ship restraints disengaged. Commence departure.
To wait till the auto launch completes. Are we supposed to? Probably gonna have to go into Super Cruise first.
Romeo Golf India commencing
Sys
automated
left.
flight control routine. Please observe docking protocols.
Frameshift drive charging. Ready to engage. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
So as soon as our system up there gets visible around the planet,
Frameshift drive charging. Ready to engage. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
going to Keys Port, which is a material trader because we have to move some of our materials. That's partly why we do so much planetary exploration. We gather materials. So watch those videos. Sys left. pull our speed back in case we get interdicted, because we have cargo missions. We do not have the actual cargo, but we have the mission itself. I mean, main thing, we're within one jump of the engineer. We just want to make sure it works before we head 550 light years back to Sothis. And we want to make sure that we have plenty of material available. So we'll have to go to all three of the material traders to make sure we have plenty of material to mod these shield boosters in all three ships.
Golf, India.
Sis left.
We've prepared a landing pad for your arrival, Commander. Welcome to our station.
I think we have some.
Access granted. Set down on landing pad 2-2. You are clear for automated approach, Commander.
Try to turn in also. Sis left. See, we have these claims. We even have some bounties that we picked up off of skimmers and stingers.
Hotel 37 in pursuit of suspect craft, moving in to interdict before they can jump away from the system.
Landing gear deployed.
So we have several things we want to check out.
That's the bandit to request backup, engaging multiple hostile vessels, signal 83, coordinates to follow.
Landing successful.
Go over to contacts. Nope. They can't help us with any of those. Material trader. This is the encoded, the emissions. So we need distorted shield cycle recorder. Right there. So we can come here. We can take the next one. We can get 48 of them, but we have more of them to do. So we might come over here and take some of these. Make sure we have plenty. Okay. Okay, the raw material trader is about 12 light years, I believe. Sis left. Sis left. Sis left. It gets very hard hearing at times. As many problems as I have in Elite Dangerous with items that need to be fixed, the voice attack needs to be fixed too. Doesn't always work. Hadfield Enterprises is where we're going, and we haven't been there before, so we can't go into it. We can only go to the system. So before we do that, let's go to Remote Workshop. See, it's not showing up. Why is it not showing up? We pinned it. So what's the deal with that? I see that from time to time, is when you pin it and then it doesn't work. So let's go to the other material trader to make sure we got everything we need. Well, we might go back to Laxac first, because I think we have enough to finish at Laxac, and make sure or unpin it and pin it again. I hate it when that happens. Sys left. Because you come all the way out here and then you try to pin it and it says it's pinned and it's not. See, I've had it do to me that way many times. Very frustrating. See, that's broken. So many things they need to fix. Oh, it's just so frustrating.
Landing gear retracted.
Detach confirmed. Restrict speed until clear of the station perimeter.
It's going to be a much longer video than I would like, just because I have to keep going back to the engineer to get the blueprint pin fixed until it finally works. That's why the fleet carriers are so great,
Frameshift drive charging.
because we're probably going to have to come to each engineer with the fleet carrier, so we have all of our ships and all of our stuff, and we can get the experimentals done and all of that.
Ready to engage. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
And I wish they had material traders available on your fleet carrier. That would be cool. There are systems here that we can stop by to try to get this to work, and keep going back and forth until it eventually shows up in the remote. I'd really hate to have to come out here over and over and over again because we can't get the blueprint to work. That's what's so great about the fleet carrier, though. You can just take your whole inventory of ships to a material trader, and if the remote doesn't work, now you have remote workshop on your fleet carrier too. That's pretty awesome.
Orbital flight engaged.
Lacey, Romeo, Golf, commencing automated
Says
flight
left.
control routine. Please observe docking protocols. Access granted. Proceed to landing pad 07. Touchdown complete. Engaging ship restraints. Your arrival has been noted.
Now we have to go to material traders anyway, so we'll just until it finally shows up. Pin blueprint again. How many times do we have to pin it? Sis left. Look up the encoded again. So I'm hoping that blueprint worked this time. I don't know how many times I have to keep coming back here. We might have to wait for June where we can use the fleet carrier if I can never get it to work.
Landing gear retracted.
Ship restraints disengaged. Commence departure.
It's just so frustrating when things don't work. I love that they produce content, but they still have so many things that are broken. And that's broken when you select the pin out for remote and it doesn't work. That is broken. And I have so many apologists that blast me because I say things are broken, and things are broken. It's just craziness. When I select the pinout to be remote workshop, and then you go to the material trader, and the pinout's not there, that's broken. I don't care what the apologists say, that's broken.
Shift drive charging. Four, three, two, one, engage.
And stuck throttles, yeah, that's broken too. No matter what the apologists keep saying, it's still broken. Sis left. I mean, my voice attack, it's broken because it doesn't work. Quite a few times I have to say the command 2 or 3 times. My Oculus Rift is broken because it loses tracking. At least once a day it'll lose tracking, and you have to completely restart the Oculus application. So it's broken. So it's not just Elite Dangerous that has broken things in it. But you got people that will defend Frontier no matter what is broken. That's why it's a good game and not a great game, because it still has too many broken things in it. See, if the pinout would work, I could go to each one of the material traders and then go back to Sothis, but I can't because the blueprint won't work. It's not taking.
Sierra Golf, India. Landing permission
Sis
will
left.
be granted upon request. Welcome to this federal starport, Commander. Landing permission granted. Vector for approach to landing pad 08. Clear for automated approach vectoring.
We need that neobium. Make sure we have plenty of that. And then we've got to check to see if the pinout worked this time.
Scan detected.
And it's happened to me many times before. It does not work every time that you try to pin
Landing gear
a
deployed.
blueprint. It just completely ignores you at times. And if it doesn't work, it's broken. Just amazes me. People say it's not broken. Yeah, it did not work. It's broken.
Landing complete. Ship secured.
Okay, the shield boosters are there. See, this is the one we need. Okay. Okay, they're showing both. Okay. Now we need to get to the manufactured material trader. So it looks like the pinout actually pinned this time. Sis left. Okay, we need to go to the manufactured. I want to make sure we have plenty of material before we go back to Sothis. So we can mod all the other shield boosters.
Landing gear retracted.
Ship released. Clear for egress.
Lockdown B, Q5 immediately. Contraband discovered.
Well, that's not good.
Frameshift drive charging. Ready to engage. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Sis left. But be sure to look to the bottom right hand corner of the video and press that subscribe button. It'll help me with YouTube, doesn't cost you anything, and you'll be notified when I produce more videos. Underneath the video, you'll see in the description ways to donate. Please consider donating. And underneath the video to the left, you'll find my YouTube channel page, GFilm_RDG, where you'll find over 545 additional videos as of the publication of this video.
Romeo Golf India. The Federation welcomes you, Commander. We'd be happy to serve you at this port. Okay, Commander. Proceed to landing pad 2-2. You are go for automated docking. Enjoy the ride, Commander.
Make sure you watch my other videos on fleet carriers. I have a series called My Fleet Carrier. So you should watch those videos.
Scan detected.
It's videos from purchasing the fleet carrier, adding the services, and using the fleet carrier.
Roger that, Commander.
Asteroid surface mining around the fleet carrier. Doing planetary exploration out of the fleet carrier, the ships out of the fleet carrier and around the fleet carrier.
Landing gear deployed.
Making tritium purchase runs and collecting tritium from the asteroid surface mining. Should watch all of those.
Touchdown sequence complete. Securing ship. You're all checked in, Commander. Enjoy your visit.
Let's check those universal cartographics. Wasn't as much as I thought it would probably be. I might have collected on some before. This one is manufactured. Grid resistors. Grid resistors, because I think the hybrid capacitors also need to be. Yep. So both of those. Okay, I should have enough of both now. Make sure the shield booster still comes up. Does. Is this up? Now we need to get back to Sothis mining. Is this left? I do have a bookmark, I know, on Sothis mining. Okay. It's a long ways. 13 jumps going back because of the material trader was one jump closer. So let's get back to Sothis mining. Yeah, it's probably not where I want to go. I probably want to go back to Babbage. Yeah, this is the travel version. I don't want to go back to...
Detach confirmed. Observe queuing system when exiting the station.
Yep, we'll have to adjust our destination.
This is Nomad 212 dropping to approach speed. Request clearance, over. Major Control, we're investigating the situation.
Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two, one, engage. Frameshift drive charging. Frameshift drive charging. Ready to engage. 4, 3, 2, 1, engage.
Is this left? Well, it crashed and I have to restart it all over again.
Frameshift drive charging.
See if it'll go without crashing this time.
Four, 3, 2, 1, engage. System scan complete. Fuel scooping.
It's kind of like since we're here, since the fuel scooping came up,
Fuel scooping complete.
Just top it off.
Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two, one. Engage. System scan complete. Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two, one. Engage. Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two, one. Engage.
We'll probably see how it deals with interdictions, this travel version. I expect when we get into COS that we'll probably see some interdictions.
System scan complete. Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two, one. Engage. Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two, one. Engage.
this left? 6 more jumps.
Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two, one. Engage.
I'm thinking the rest of the modules will be okay until we take the fleet carrier around to each of the engineers. And I'll create a list of those that probably need to be topped
drive
off
charging.
and make sure we got experimental on all of the modules.
Four, three, two, one. Engage.
Now that'll probably be in June because what you do in beta stays in beta, so I don't like to do too much in beta. Too much grinding, and this is really grinding. Is this left? 4 more jumps.
Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two, one. Engage.
We'll probably fuel scoop one more time. I like those bright orangish ones. Not all stars can be fuel scooped.
Fuel scooping.
Ooh, 71%. We don't really need that. Let it cool back down. Stay under 400 for a little bit. Stay around 300 until it comes down a little bit.
Fuel scooping complete. Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two, one. Engage. Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two, one. Engage.
And Ceos is next. But the pirates are in a viral state, so I expect that we will be interdicted
System scan
going into
complete.
Ceos. Because I got them all riled up by running cargo missions up to 7.
Frameshift drive charging.
Well, it wound up being successful, I think. We'll see when we upgrade the other shield boosters, if it works or not.
Four, three, two, one. Engage.
But we did about 27, well, more than that. We did over 30 jumps to accomplish that task. Yep, there's an interdictor already.
Incoming mission critical message.
It's a ship they haven't seen before, but they'll still interdict. Yeah, what's in my hold? There's nothing in the hold. And it's acting like a python, so that's pretty good. Definitely like the pythons. They can handle the interdictions pretty well, their agility and their speed and cargo hull space and all of that. And number 3. We're breaking in the travel python. And it's in a normal way for interdictions. Sis left. Sys view. We can check all the other ships, make sure their shield boosters are fully modded. If the blueprint again is working correctly. Not, we'll probably wait until after we purchase the fleet carrier.
Lacey, Romeo, Golf, India. It's a pleasure to have you at this federal station,
Syslas.
Commander.
Is this up?
Access approved. Land on pad 05. Assisted docking initiated.
Dispatch cargo shuttle to hangar 17.
Yeah, with the ship, everything seemed to work out really good.
Landing gear deployed.
4055 Delta requesting takeoff.
Roger, Commander. You are clear to leave when ready.
So we'll switch ships
Contact.
to
Disembark when ready.
one of the other Pythons, except for the cargo or the travel. So let's take that one and try to mod its shield boosters. See, now
Incoming mission
another one
critical
showed up.
message.
It's just really weird. Hoping we have enough materials. So far we do. Okay. Okay. So I think both of them are fully modded. Go to shipyard. I do need to check the other ships though too. I don't know if we have shell boosters on this one. See if we have some extra shell boosters. Yep, we need to get an extra shield booster. Go ahead and add a sink to it, heat sink to it. I don't know how much we'll use it, but you never know. Check the cargo version, make sure everything is maxed on the shield booster. Maxed out on that one. Maxed out on that one. Planetary. Says it's already modded. That's planetary. Got the mining one. I don't remember pushing modded shield boosters to the planetary. Man, another glitch somewhere in there. Okay. I just don't remember ever doing the planetary. I just find that baffling. I mean, it's okay. It's one less we have to do. Yeah, it says heavy duties. Maybe I switched them out at some point. Okay, that's the planetary. Cargo, the mining, travel, cutter. I think they're all done. We'll check them from time to time if we have to mod it, we can. I don't know if everyone has seen the cutter. It's the biggest ship in Elite Dangerous. They're all modded. And it's got 4 of them. And you look around, it's a pretty swanky ship. And we'll go to outfitting where you can see it. Look around. Same paint job, spoiler fins as the Pythons. I think we're all done. But if we're not, we can check the travel again. I didn't know that I had the planetary one modded, so that kind of is throwing me off. And they're modded. The cargo, the planetary, the mining, the cutter. 1, 2, 3. And then the one that we're in. Let's make sure we're in the cargo. Just to be certain. Yep. Is this right? Is this up? Is this left? My oldest is at 1340 hours. All right. Well, I appreciate you coming along where we engineered the rest of our shield boosters for our fleet. We have 4 Pythons, 1 for cargo, 1 for travel, 1 for mining, and 1 for planetary exploration. We have a cutter and a sidewinder. So that's our fleet. Well, I appreciate you coming along. Please look down to the bottom of the video to the right and see that subscribe button. Please subscribe. Help me with YouTube. Doesn't cost you anything at all. and you get notified when I produce additional videos. And underneath the video you'll see ways in the description to donate. Please consider donating. And under the video to the left you see my YouTube channel page, GFM_RDG, where you'll find more than 545 additional videos. So until the next video, thank you for watching.